Greetings, everyone. I'm Eric Paulson with Your Essential Practice. You can find me at youressentialpractice.com for runes and rune readings and other therapies and educational services. For today's Divinely Guided Rune reading, we're jumping into the Saturn Retrograde in Pisces beginning on June 29th. How we all feeling out there, everyone? As usual, let's start this off with cleansing the space with a singing bowl. And as usual, we have the $2 note representing uncommon abundance in our lives. As I ring the singing bowl, we're simultaneously giving gratitude towards and inviting more of that uncommon abundance into our lives while we cleanse this energetic space. So then we have those three aspects going for us while we're cleansing the space here and ringing the singing bowl. Beautiful, beautiful. I invite you now to take 3 deep breaths in and out, letting it rise and fall naturally, in through the nose, out through the mouth, slowing it down, focusing on the intent and the divine guidance of today's rune reading that is about that Saturn retrograde in Pisces, really calling us to really face our inner truths, right? Beautiful. I love that. I love cleansing the space here before the reading. I always feel a lot more centered to communicate this divinely guided rune reading here for us all. The Saturn retrograde period in Pisces is a powerful period for deep introspection and facing reality. This time offers opportunities to learn crucial lessons and gain clarity. So speaking of gaining clarity, you've been in this past in your head about your abundance. This is Fehu, wealth, money, cattle. This is something maybe in your past, or maybe a change up in your career, maybe a redirect or a pivot, or maybe just for those of us who are independently employed, maybe just, like that pivot, like I was saying, just the way that we have been viewing abundance in the past here has shifted, is what this is coming from here. So this is the actual rune of cattle. Back in the day, that was wealth, right? So the more cattle you had, the more responsibilities you had, the more avenues for investment you could take, the more disciplines you had to be good with, right? So all these aspects and the shifts and how we view abundance have been shifting. So really divinely guided steps moving forward here. As we're going in and really facing our stuff, we're doing so in a very thorough manner. This is calling a lot of us to kind of be more on the defensive rather than the offensive, right? So that's quite all right, but the reassess here is the Thor's hammer. This is indicative of that swift divine action, right? Thorough action. It's that giant or thorn, that focused power, right? That focused power, or that thorn that just needs to get pulled all the way out thoroughly, right? Or you get that infection, or you're on that path and you have that giant hill that you need to swiftly climb, or you'll run out of energy because it's so steep, or you'll just keep on. Has to just be nice and thorough, swift. Moving forward, either building or destroying is what this kind of relates to. I also like to think that it could be in protection as well. So a lot of times that protection is just simply the action, that thorough action of just walking away, just simply walking away, right? This is focused power regardless. You're in your divine right, your divine power. Here moving forward, the shift of abundance really has you feeling like you are needing to take that action right now. But moving forward here in the very near future, just be in tune with that divine guidance. Anzus here is that antenna rune, right? That's the rune of communication. So an incoming message or divine guidance, right? So prophetic dream work, clarity moments, claircognizance, those clairs, right? So this is more of that seeking divine guidance, going within, really meditating, tuning into divine for that guidance for these continued action steps. If this is something that's continuing for you, if this is coming out from a defense for protecting your abundance, by all means, do so in divinely guided ways, right? If you're doing so moving forward, I don't know why you would want to destroy your abundance, but I really don't think that would be the outcome there. I'm not going to interpret that direction. So this is really great because Rido is your action taken for the best outcome position. And this is a very action-oriented rune, right? This is indicative of change, house, spouse, career. This is calling us to move along with the energetic waves, like move on already, right? Let it go. Yesterday was heavy, put it down, right? But do so thoroughly and in a divinely guided way, right? This could be release. You can't heal unless you release. So go ahead, release, right? Let it go. All right. This abundance is taken care of. How we're viewing abundance is shifted. So this is maybe a cutting ties of things that no longer serve your divine path, right? Just making sure you're doing so in divinely guided steps moving forward. This is great. This is really that energy that really wants us to move forward. Rido, yeah, beautiful action here moving forward. Yeah, thoughts, feelings, sorry about that. Thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Wunjo, yeah, joy, your clan flag of success, right? Those feelings that you get when you plant that clan flag in the top of the hill, the communication, the teamwork, the helping each other out, the reaching back and lifting each other up and helping each other out along the way. Beautiful and divinely guided ways, right? So this is just focusing, moving forward in these divinely guided ways in your joyful way, right? Celebrating your joy. Oh my goodness, you guys. Let me dig a little deeper here with this because Wunjo is that pleasure room. So you're moving forward to that pleasure, all right? Divinely guided to do so, right? This little bit of a ouch, maybe that thorn in the side right now is, albeit divinely guided, as you're moving forward here. Just make sure you're continuing to stay in that flow, right? Rido is beautiful. That journey that you're on, continue that path in celebrating your clan flag of success and your pleasure. This Saturn retrograde time is really that deep introspection time. So when you are going inward and really examining yourself during the Saturn retrograde in Pisces time, it's going from June 29th to November 15th, I believe, right? So this whole time, right, you have the rest of the summer, right, to take this action in developing that abundance, right, moving forward. So this little snag right now is going to be over with soon, right? You're moving forward to more pleasure, more joy, more abundance, more divine messages, more divine guidance. Just staying in that flow. If your ears have been ringing a little bit more recently, if you've been seeing like those spirit numbers a bit more recently, or spirit animals recently, you know what I'm talking about. Take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't. So this is calling you just to pay attention to those and celebrate those. Have that gratitude moment, right? Moving forward. This is great. Othala is what we risk losing. Yeah, we do risk losing our very foundations. And when we don't move forward in divinely guided, healthy ways, and in celebratory, beautiful, joyful, loving ways, right? When we're not in the flow when we're out of flow, yes, our foundation risks coming down again, right? This is interesting because this is right across from Teresa. So this swift action that you're in right now will affect your foundation. So whether it's a divinely guided to patch up this foundation or solidify or whatnot, or whatever action you take will have an impact on this foundation, what we leave behind, right? The Othala is that legacy. Like some people think it's an inheritance or income. A lot of other people think it's, I tend to believe it's more of spiritual practices, paradigms, thoughts, understandings, like how people think, how you think, how you go about approaching things, the understanding, the comprehension level thereof, and those sort of things, like those sort of core foundational beliefs and standards are under this swift advisement here recently. So what you're doing here right now will have an effect on your legacy and your foundation moving forward. Obviously is also involved with your abundance. So for those of us, like I felt this was like a self-employment kind of thing. So divinely guided message out there: if you are self-employed, just be cautious here moving forward. Make sure it's divinely guided, you're doing so in a joyful way, and gratitude, right? Client flag of success, all of those energies, right? Reminder to stay in flow, and your foundation will be just fine, right? Have faith in that. Your foundation will be great, all right? In the future here, yeah, we get to rebuild the tower. So when November rolls around, right? So towards the end of this, like this is going through all summer. Towards the end of this here, yes, we get to rebuild that tower. We have that new understanding, and we get to move on learning our lessons from the summer. This is great though, because this is really calling us to make sure that we're prepared for unintended eventualities that do occur in life, like vehicle repair, natural disasters, right? Things that occur without us having like any control over it whatsoever, like a volcano, especially earthquake, things like that, right? This could mean that there is a natural disaster in your future. I highly doubt that. This is more related to the Tower card in the tarot. So the more deeper meaning in that, the less superficial, I would say, meaning of this would be rebuilding your tower, just getting to rebuild it. This foundation was at risk before, but now, right, you have this beautiful foundation moving forward either way. This action you're taking is having that impact on your foundation. But look, you're starting with this foundation and you're building that tower again. So this is actually, you've celebrated the success, you're celebrating your journey, this beautiful growth and pleasure right now, this harmonizing and just being vibing and, celebrating, right? And gratitude and all of that. Then you get to take all these lessons and build off of it, right? Build up your tower, rebuild up your chakra system, right? That tower gets rebuilt so many hundreds and thousands of times in our lives, a lot of times without us even knowing, right? Sorry about the camera focus there, y'all. All right, there we go. All right. So again, this does affect our abundance, but you know what happens with Hagalas is that this is clearing way for new to grow, for more to grow in a naturally guided way. In a naturally guided way, right? In a naturally guided way. You're getting to solidify more of this abundance in your foundations, and moving forward, you're building that, you're rebuilding that legacy of yours, that tower of yours, that chakra system of yours, that system that you depend on for your abundance here moving forward. So this is really, I don't know why it's tied into finance so much, but yeah, let's get some cards for clarity moving forward here. This is not doom and gloom, y'all. This is opportunity, right? Life happens for us, not to us. It's not like, oh, you know, I have this tower in the future anyway, so I might as well just whatever. No. You still be, you know, in that divine guidance. You still have a lot of that pleasure and joy, and you get to take that with you into this. It doesn't mean that this is over, right? But you get to take this with you there. All right, let's look at the oracle cards for some more guidance. These are the Soul's Journey Oracle deck. These are messages straight from Spirit, straight from Source, directly to your soul. So, Divine, please show us clearly, what message of clarity do you have for us today for this divinely guided rune reading about Saturn retrograde in Pisces? What do we need that clarity? Oh, that's a lot. Can we please narrow it down? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, I'm sorry to be picky. Okay, thank you. Okay, this one wanted to come out too. Sorry, I was getting my deck all situated again, and this one came out as well. All right, balance and patience. Balance did come out first, so we'll do that. And patience. Y'all can read that? No. Right there. Balance and patience. All right. Let's read about these cards, y'all. Balance says, I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Right? Without judgment. Balance means bringing a sense of stability and wholeness into every area of your life. Many times when you look at a situation objectively, you'll resonate with one side more than the other. Try to view either as good or bad, try not to view either as good or bad, but simply recognize that it is, right? It's not one thing or another, it just is. It doesn't need a label, is what it's trying to say, right? Do not try to view this as like a polarity thing. This is something that exists. The true nature of the scales of balance is to give both sides of the situation your equitable, objective perspective. It can be difficult to understand the side that you don't relate to, but that's a lesson within itself. What is it about you that prevents you from giving both sides of the coin your judgmental assessment? This situation or person has been placed in your path to teach you that everyone has his or her own unique, authentic life story, and you must put yourself in that other person's shoes to really understand his or her motivation. Balance is a godly virtue, and if it is struck, you will reap the benefits of insight and compassion. And that divine guidance, y'all. It's all in that divine guidance. Perfect. Let's look at patience. Patience, again, says, I accept that everything happens in divine order. It says, Earth has become a place of instant gratification. You must focus on the maxim. It's not about the destination. It's about the journey. This card has come to you because you need to learn the joy of anticipation, and the process of doing is so rich in lessons. But when you concentrate only on the goal, those experiences are disregarded. Life is unfolding, and the more patience you practice, the more you will let the universal energy celebrate itself through you and bring the experiences and situations your soul requires. So that thing that happened in abundance with you in the past, let it go. Like, remember, yesterday was heavy, put it down. Be a part of this journey, celebrate it, move on, get to rebuild your tower, right? Great, beautiful. You need to learn that there's a rhythm to everything in the universe. And the more you are living with the patience, the more you are aware of the lessons your soul is studying. You are on a path. There are signposts. If you are speeding down the path, you'll miss the little miracles and treasures that have been placed there. Take your time, enjoy this journey. You know where you're going, right? Beautiful. I wanted to sing that little part. I don't know why it came out that way. I apologize. So let's go into the fairy oracle deck. These are wonderful messages from the fairies. The fairies are divinely guided creatures who love to assist us in our journeys. Fairies, please show us clearly what message of clarity do we need today for the collective, for this divinely guided rune reading for the Saturn in Pisces retrograde, June 29th. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That one just flew right up. Yeah, business venture, y'all. Boom. Trust and follow through on a new business idea or career opportunity. Do it so thoroughly, do it with divine guidance, but do so also in that, naturally moving forward state. Celebrate this beautiful addition to your clan, right? You getting to rebuild that tower, right? Awesome business. Okay, yeah, guys, I mean, this message kind of just blooms all on its own, and I love it. This is going to be great for you moving forward, all right? Trust and follow through on a new business idea or career opportunity. You've been seeking a career change and you desire self-employment. Wow, right? I said self-employment earlier, didn't I? Right? This card signifies that your recent business ideas are valid and that you can trust your intuition with respect to your career. You'll soon receive an offer for a job, promotion, or other career opportunity. Take the time to meditate upon your true professional desires, as several options are becoming available to you. Additional meanings for this card are that a new business will be successful, or take action in the direction of your career dream, or write down and act upon your ideas for a new business, or trust your gut feelings about your profession, or a positive career change is in the works for you, and finally, your current business is expecting a healthy transition. Guys, healthy transition, yeah. Healthy transition. Balance, patience. Yeah. You got this. Okay, what's going to help us out with this patience, right? This is exciting. I can understand why the patience card is here more now. Make sure that balanced flow, right? Balanced flow. Divine guidance. Guys, oh my goodness, I'm so happy for you. I hope you are super successful, right? Moving forward. This is going to be great. Yeah. Let's work on that root chakra while we're at it. That foundation, right? If you're a little worried about that, sure, why not? And this is a great solidification of our personal identity, right? In that root chakra system, right? Oh my goodness. This Othala is just like going to be taken care of, y'all. You don't have to worry. We got this. Let's go over this root chakra solfeggio frequency, though. The root chakra solfeggio frequency is 396 hertz, and the root chakra is the first chakra. It's located at the base of the spine, and this chakra is associated with survival, safety, and security. Someone with a blocked root chakra would typically be fearful or anxious. Listening to 396 hertz solfeggio frequency will help to stimulate the part of the subconscious brain that is associated with this blockage and help to unearth negative belief systems and feelings residing deep in the subconscious mind. When your root chakra is unblocked, you should feel more secure and connected to your body. and grounded. Right? I love it. This mudra is a little on the interesting side. So remember here's the church, here's the steeple, open the door, see all the people. We're folding our hands in like that from that prayer position, right? And we're keeping our wrists together. But the only difference is these two, they get interlocked right like this. So the thumb and the forefingers are interlocked, the rest of them are folded in, yeah, and we keep the wrist down. And then oh goodness, middle fingers go and point their tips to the top. See, it's a little difficult for me because I'm not used to it all the time. So I definitely am going to be doing this root chakra mudra and meditation with y'all for this wonderful period, right? So the mantra is LAM, L-A-M is the sound that we make while pointing this mudra, just hanging it down right in front of us, like pointing it south to our root chakra, right? The first chakra at the base of our spine. So for us, it's just laying it right in our lap. Repeating LAM, 396 hertz solfeggio frequency playing. Beautiful. Let me know in the comments below how this works for you. What a great reading, everyone. I've been Eric Paulson with Your Essential Practice. That mudra, again, we're starting in that prayer position. We're tucking in all those fingers, and these are getting locked together. And then the middle fingers, I'm not flipping you off, I promise, is like that. That's the mudra. We point it south at LAM mantra and 396 hertz solfeggio frequency playing, that beautiful red energy emanating from that root chakra region throughout our whole body as we anchor ourselves and our inner truth and our stability, understanding, inner standing, right? That divine, beautifully guided path that you're on, moving forward with your abundance. Let me know, please, about your journey. I'm so curious and I'm so excited for your abundance moving forward here. Namaste. Have a blessed and abundant day.